Hello, this is Baby Doll. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, right now, we're gonna talk about a very confusing topic, and it really shouldn't be this hard, but I'm noticing everywhere that a lot of people are not comfortable with being themselves. I'm a crybaby. I be watching movies all day and I just be crying and crying, and I feel everyone's pain throughout my life. I've hated it. I don't like Throughout my life, I never wanted to get married and fall in love because I thought love was a weakness. I thought love was something that got you to do things that was out of the ordinary. Like, I never wanted to give somebody that piece of me because you could love somebody and it not be enough. They could love you too and it not be enough. So it's really a crazy thing. But it's really sad that a lot of people don't love themselves. Like, a lot of people throughout high school are not telling their story. Their parents are not true to their kids because they're worried about, their opinion. Kids are not true to their parents because their parents is not going to be okay with what they're doing. Like, everybody is always worried about the next person. Everybody happiness depends on somebody else, and that's what it looked like. Like, kids are sad because their parents are not spending enough time with them, and the parents don't know they're hurt because they're caught up in their own life. So there's like that part of you that's like, do what you gotta do so you get, because it's your life, you only get one life. But when you have children, that life is no longer your own. You have to nurture your kids. You have to put love into your kids and laughs in your kids. You have to make sure your kids love themselves and you love them, so they don't be in this world being mean to people and being rude to people and breaking people's hearts, and then growing into older people that are old adults that are unhappy, that are hurt, that are still scarred from their childhood because their parents don't love them and they neglected them and they felt like that was the way it was supposed to be. But it's really it's so confusing. Are you supposed to teach people to teach their kids to, spend as much time with your kids as you can, to make your kids, to get your kids to just, focus on their happiness? Like, you are not in charge of anyone else's happiness. You should not have to change anything about your whatever to make someone feel better, to make someone happy. You should not have to do none of that. Like, the only person that's in control of your happiness is you. You are the person that can turn your dial up or to turn your dial down. Like, nobody can do that but you. For people to just be, purposely rude, there's like a difference in that. But the only people that's running around here being mean to people are people that haven't felt self-love, that don't have self-love, that are not connected to self. Self is source, and source is inside of you. And if you're not trying to connect with source is never going to come to you. So trying to make people feel bad to make yourself feel bad will never work, because source, your inner being, loves people, loves everyone the same, and knows that everybody is capable of the same thing. But the first thing, the key to everything, is to love yourself. It is so difficult. Like, I've wanted to be a mom all my life, and there's so many, things throughout my life that I've been thinking, like going to jail for murder because somebody hurt my child. Like, the way I feel about motherhood and to not be a mom yet, Not that I know of, not yet. So to love my children already, and the way I care for my sister, the way I care for my pets, I don't understand why everybody don't have that love for their family, that love for their kids, that love for their, I really don't understand how the world is so fucked up. Why are people not listening to their emotions? Like, because they don't know to. Nobody told them to. The world is teaching you to listen to what everyone else says to please somebody else. Like, the sad thing about it is we learn it as kids. We grew up pleasing our parents, trying to get our parents to love us, trying to get our parents to notice us. It really just fucks us up in the end. But for those who want better and want to see different, like want things differently, they are doing different. They're raising their kids differently. They're giving their kids the love they need. Boy, when I have kids, I'm gonna make sure I love them to death. They're gonna be like, Mom, okay, no, okay, we love you too. But I'm like, that's why I don't have kids now, because I've been afraid of the world so long. Like, I've really been scared of the world. Like, I only started really having conversations with people 2 months ago. Like, in conversations now, I spill way more. I tell the truth all the time. Throughout my life, growing up, people thought I was a snitch. Like, my family thought I was a snitch. At first, everybody loved me, but then I get older and, I'm an honest person. I'm honest no matter what. I'm honest no matter what. And that has been my problem. But I just want to be able to be myself all the time, no matter what platform, people being gay, not being able to come out to their family, people being trans, not even being able to come out to their family. Just to think about, I feel people's pain. I know how other people feel, even when I have not been in that situation. Like, I have been a manager at places. I felt people's pain. Like, working in the public is, I just, at a point, I was just business. I was just, detached. But, what changed me is 2 relationships I've had. Like, because I used to, I ain't need nobody. Like, I was that nigga. Like, I was the man's. Like, I was going out there working. My shorty was at home, or, I didn't care about no relationships ever. But 2 relationships broke me, and but yeah, people they got adults. Love your kids. Teach your kids to love themselves. Teach your kids to only care about their own opinion, so nobody can't hurt them. Like, and then the TV just shows negative stuff. All you see is, there's, shows are becoming to be more diverse. I was, thinking about, looking how there's only white people on shows and stuff. I mean, I'm mixed too. So, like, I have that white side, But we all really just need to let go of all the beliefs that we was raised and growing. Like, you really, through this spiritual journey, you really got to detox yourself from everything that you thought was pure and decent. But really, selfishness is the best thing, except when you have kids. When you have kids, like, all your love got to go into them. Like, man, I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready to be a parent yet. I used to want it so bad. I don't want it as bad as I used to. But, I mean, I want it when I'm financially stable and when I'm mentally stable. When I completely don't care about nobody else's opinion. Like, I mean, I don't, but I've worn whatever mush. Like, I've worn my hair up looking like this in high school with my hair being red because I dyed it, looking like one of those little doll things. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't know. I just don't. The world. I cannot believe why people ain't teaching self-love in school. Like, why? Like, I want to have kids. I want to be able to, be okay with my kids going to school. Like, I don't want my kids to be homeschooled. I mean, I want them to, but it's not going to do them no good because they're not going to be social. Like, I'm having to learn how to be social at 23 years old. Like, I'm learning how to just talk to people. Like, I'm being, walking around being afraid to talk to people because I think people are prettier than me because, my family told me that I was ugly growing up and fat growing up and too dark growing up. So that shit, they gotta fall off my shoulders, but it's falling like I be this good person that I am because all my life I knew I wanted kids. I've been wanting kids since I was 14 years old. So I'm always good to people because I want people to be good to my kids. I know you can't choose how close you are with your kids. You can only do what you can. Like, you're not gonna please everybody, and it's so hard to try. So please don't try to please nobody. Like, because when you try to please people, it takes a strain on yourself. You start feeling worthless when you should always feel worthy. Always feel like that bitch. Always feel like that